the week, I've got something top of mind. I'm
Okay.
frustrated, flustered.
All right. Well, I'm going to, tweet out the show links while you introduce this topic. I think it's the one we discussed beforehand, right?
Yeah. So Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, the old CEO of FTX and a fraud, uh, is getting airtime. A lot of platforms are interviewing him and talking about how things went wrong and how it was that how did it come to be that he lost so many people so much money and it's definitely a criminal. Um, and basically they're letting him have his little his parade, his interview festivities and talk about how things went so wrong. And it's just really sad for me to see all these news companies shill out for clicks and give this fraud airtime.
It
He's a
is,
criminal. He's literally
uh,
a criminal.
yeah, well, not proven yet. However, I think when they arrested Madoff, they hadn't exactly proven it yet. A lot of people that get arrested as potential murderers, potential drug dealers, kingpins that don't lose probably nearly as much money as SBF did over at FTX, they get put in prison for the time being until they go to trial. Maybe the DOJ is working on something. However, I don't know why any of these news organizations are touching the topic. It's making me lose. I hate saying this, but smell something. Something doesn't.
Yeah.
Again, we're nobodies, but something doesn't feel right here. It doesn't make any sense why these organizations would do that when they introduced them at Dealbook. They were like, give a round of applause for Sam Bankman-Fried. What is
Who
going
clapped?
on?
Who on earth would clap?
Well, just to be fair, I mean, sometimes it can kind of just be mimetic, right? Where you're told to
Yeah.
clap. To be fair, I don't think that's a big deal. But again, asking the crowd to clap and not just having the most like you're interviewing. Remember that R. Kelly interview that was really, really on point when he had what was it, the rape allegations, right?
Yeah.
I think confirmed. The Shouldn't it be kind of like that, right? Where it's like, all right, you're about to go to prison or get in trouble for something pretty serious. Let's hammer some legitimate questions here. And I gotta say, we're not body language readers, but the man is lying out of his ass. Just watch any of the clips.
Dude, yeah. Absolutely no doubt. There I've never been like more disappointed because there's all this golden age of fraud stuff. The fraud is discovered. This isn't like it's past time. People lost their money already. It's over. And now he gets an interview parade and we applaud him. He's literally going around and everyone's like thanking him for coming to this event. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it turns out they're all
This is
remote though.
pathetic.
Yeah, it is strangely pathetic, and it seems to me that I think we're getting like punked or we're getting a joke played on us. I don't know what's going on. Matt
Yeah.
H, thank you, loyal listener, one of the few on the YouTube chat. Thank you for tuning in every week. Was Andrew Ross Sorkin respectable before this?
I
We don't
had a
want to
little
talk
bit.
about.
I had a little bit of. I respected him.
Yeah,
This certainly stains his reputation for me, no doubt about it.
yeah. We hate talking about that type of stuff, but this I think is very, very important. Very like we really do not like talking about specific individuals or hating on specific things within the markets. The only time we really try to, and again, we're not a big show at all, but the only time we really try to call out individual stuff is when it is blatant fraud and we don't want people to lose more money
Or when people are getting hurt.
or
Yeah,
people are getting hurt. We know we're getting hurt in this situation. They are. Um, yeah, I lost a lot of respect for him. I don't
I'm
know what
a
was
big
going
fan
on
of
there.
accountability,
Yeah.
and that's not going on here. He should be in jail, and like it's like no one cares. It's like, well, but he was announced for the deal book. Like we gotta have him. People were coming for that.
What about let
It's so
me
sad.
yeah, keep going. Let me pull up even the maybe the craziest part of this thing.
I don't know.
Anything else?
No, it just makes me sick. It's like it's what let's say someone else was found to do something criminal. God forbid, maybe one of the people that we think has done criminal things before and has been convicted of crimes before. If this happened to that person that I'm thinking of, no, I now I know for sure he would get interviews and interviews and interviews, and it would not.
Oh,
There would be no prison.
are you talking about one of the few richer people that we may have some suspect thoughts about?
Yeah, and now
Yeah.
SBF is giving me more respect for Elon. And I mean, I'm thinking through the same thing. Like if Elon were convicted of, I mean, he's been convicted of
Not convicted, but
securities manipulation. He's been convicted,
right. Yeah.
but
But a lot of
a
things have
bigger crime.
yeah. Well,
What would happen?
an acquisition of a solar company from that was failing, that was owned by a family member that he did a potentially fraudulent presentation of that he admitted to in court that cost shareholders billions upon billions of dollars. That could be yeah.
What I'm saying is like no one would be held accountable in the situation. It's just so like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
just
here
really pissing me off.
yeah, here's again, I I don't know what's going on. I really hope I have a lot of respect for Michael Lewis. I really hope he does this justice and it does not put this
Yeah,
in. I really hope he tells the story straight because
I think he can.
no,
I think he's got the ability to.
I have hope. If he does, then I'll be really happy. Okay, here's the craziest part about it, I think. And that is Bill Senior Ackman saying,
Dude,
call me crazy, but I think at SBF is telling the truth. One of the wildest tweets in FinTwit history. One, his wife has a connection to SBF who got a donation from him at MIT, so he's clearly biased here. The first response I see is, man, the things got ugly in those replies. The first response was, "You dumb mother," then another word, and then another person. One of the best reply people, so I believe it's a woman, Ebit Daddy, said, "Where is my homeboy Mike Pearson, who was if you don't know, the CEO of Valiant?" So quite the dig. SBF responds to it and says, I deeply appreciate that. I messed up. I'm going to do everything I can to make it right, even though I knew, this guy can't spell, even though I knew it might never be enough. And then we get a quote tweet from Kevin O'Leary. I think I muted him, so it's going to be tough to find. Aha. Oh, yeah, he's still got laser eyes. He quote tweeted this with maybe an even more insane tweet. He said, I lost millions as an investor in FTX and got sandblasted as a paid spokesperson for the firm. But after listening to that interview, I'm in the Bill Ackman camp about the kid! Exclamation point. One, he is 30 years old. So not a kid. You know, he looks
can we
like,
stop like glorifying like, oh, he's so young?
yeah, that shouldn't
I
matter.
don't
I mean,
it does not
like,
matter. He stole your money.
it's like
So did
giving,
all of the young kids that worked there. They stole your money.
yeah, exactly. First off, this is like saying, man, that I'm using Ryan here as just because of an example. Man, that Ryan Henderson guy, he had sex with my wife, but I still like the guy. Like I
It's
would be very upset with you. The guy lost millions of dollars. What is going on with Mr. Wonderful here?
I don't know.